There's a saying that's as old as time itself. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And when it comes to getting a 9 to 5 job or just really anything in general, this is completely true. It's not necessarily on the skills that you have, but who can get you in the right places? Who can you leverage to get the position you want? What connections do you have that will get you in that position that you want? So, in today's video, I want to talk about my experience getting all the opportunities that I've had. And to be honest, it's about who you know. So, I know a lot of people struggle to get good jobs, good high paying jobs. If you're in college, good internships. It's a struggle that everyone faces. And for me, I definitely had my troubles. I didn't get an internship until my junior year of college, junior year summer. And it was hard. I had to grind, but I did it all the wrong way. I was trying to go off skill, apply to places where I had no connections. I knew nobody. Because the sad reality is that people are going to hire someone that they know over just a random application. Like if they can't put a face to a resume, why would they ever hire that person? Because it's just a safer bet for them to hire someone that, may not be super overqualified compared to other candidates, but they know they'll show up, do their job. And this is the mindset that these companies have, and you have to realize this. One thing about getting an opportunity that you want is you need to realize that you have to have connections with that company or know somebody. So I want to give you a couple examples. So my very first internship was a engineering internship. How did I get the job? I went through all the people that I knew. I thought, who is in an industry or a place that I want to work at? Who do I know that is in a position to get me a job? And the first thing I thought of was this guy. He works in maintenance at this plant that creates big flat rolls of plastic. Nothing crazy, pretty boring, but that was my in. I knew this guy. He got me in connection with HR. He got me in connection with the right people to get this job. And I had one interview, boom, got that internship. Then I go back to the previous or the following year, which is right now, my spring semester of my senior year. There's an engineer that I shadowed the previous semester. Just shadowed, checking out a utility. That's what he worked in. And he was actually looking for an intern that spring. And I went to shadow him without expecting anything. But I was the first guy that he thought of for the job. And I got an interview for the internship. And eventually they offered a full-time position, which I did not accept. But the crazy thing is it's just about who you know. It's not about what you know. And I know that it's hard. You can say like Seabear, I don't have any connections in the field I want to work with. But if you actually actively start looking for these people, it is surprising what you will find. And I know the biggest thing for me that I've had the most success is just asking to shadow these people that I have connections with, whether my parents know them, my uncle knows them because my uncle owns a machine shop. He's pretty tight with the other like engineers and such around factories around town. So he's a great connection for me. And it's just all about who you know. How can you get in that connection to actually get in front of them? Like they need to tie a face to you, not just a piece of paper with some words on it, because that will get you nowhere. So again, you need to shadow different people in the field that you want to work with because they will remember you if you took the time out of shadowing and just taking the effort into figuring out what you want to do. And I know that you're going in it, you can't expect to get anything from it, but there's always some benefit that you're going there's always some reward at the end of it, whether it's just understanding more insight on a certain industry or you do get offered one of these positions. So another example is I shadowed this engineer at a steel mill and I expected nothing of it. I thought the place was very cool. And then all of a sudden he texted me and said, or I explained my situation a little bit to him and he texted me and he said, "Hey, I got approved for a engineering internship for you. Would you want to do it?" And I expected I did not expect that at all. I just thought, I'm going to go check out this cool industry, see what it's about. And boom, I got a opportunity out of that at a very good company. So that's just an example of how those shadowings can tie into something bigger, how you can really get some opportunities that you never knew were there just from having a simple conversation with someone. It all just starts about I'm telling you, it's all about who you know. You really have to be a unicorn to get that job without having like a referral or just knowing someone in the company. Another example is for wrestling. There's a club that my dad coaches at. I help out sometimes, and I went to help out, and I was wrestling this kid, and putting in good work on him, making him better, and his dad took a liking to me because I was helping his kid out, and he works at Marathon Petroleum, and he's trying to get me a job there right now. He's trying to get me an engineering job there right now, just because of that one interaction. Because we got to talking about where he works and all that, and he was telling me like, yeah, I can try to get you a job there if you want, because he knew I was graduating. I didn't even ask to get a job, and just like that, an opportunity arose. And it's just as simple, yeah, as having a conversation, having a connection, looking in your network, see who you can connect with, and kind of piggyback off that application to make it, stronger and more appealing. And I know it's so hard to get a job. You're stressed out, you don't know what the hell you're doing. It's very difficult, but this is just a situation where quantity is key. Eventually, one of the jobs are going to hit. You got to send out as many high quality applications as you can. And like I said, I know it's difficult, but go on LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn's horrible, but unfortunately, that's just the hoops we got to jump through to get jobs. Go on LinkedIn, apply to any job that you think you'd be good at. Now, make sure that you're not applying to like senior level stuff if you're an entry level worker, but just apply to as many jobs as you can that you're interested in, making high quality applications. And I know it's difficult to have high quality applications because that takes tons of time. But for me, like, say if I had a company in an area that I know, like, say in my hometown, I'm probably going to write a cover letter. I'm probably going to make my application beef it up a little bit, try to get a referral to make it that much stronger. Because it's hard to go, shoot at a big fang company. You're not going to hit, to be honest, unless, like I said, you're that unicorn. Just going in without a referral, without anything, is very difficult to do. So you're best to just try to get those companies that you think you have a good shot with and go all in on them. Use your time wisely when applying to jobs is basically what I'm saying. There's definitely important information here that I've learned over the past 3 years. You have to build up your network. You need to look inside of who you know to find people within companies that you want to work at. And you need to approach it in the right way. Don't say like, hey, give me a job, but butter them up a little bit, ask about their career, ask about their experience at the company, ask if you can shadow, and eventually the snowball is going to get rolling and you can potentially get an opportunity like I have gotten. So again, make sure that you guys are looking inside of your network. Make sure you're applying to jobs, actively looking for jobs, always seeking better opportunities. And just make sure you present yourself well. Make sure you have good rhetoric, your resume is displayed well, you act very professional when you have these interactions, and they will remember you and they will respect you. So again, getting a job doesn't have to be super difficult. And I know I know it is difficult, but if you're struggling to have things on your resume, you need to do extracurriculars, such as just say if you have a technical skill that you want to learn, you got to do it on your own. You got to use YouTube research, and you'll have a better chance getting that said job that you want. So guys, appreciate you listening. I hope you can take some valuable information out of what I've said and my experience, because I'm pulling from real life experience. And no, it's not going to be difficult, but you guys can definitely do it. So keep pushing through the difficult times, and you guys got this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.